Hey YouTube, Canadian Knife Guy here with another review. Today we're taking a look at the Ontario Rat 1 Folder. This is another knife that's been out for quite a while now, but if you don't already own one, definitely buy one because it's a great blade. I paid just shy of $40 for this here in Canada. I'm sure in the States you can get it for around 30 or less. But yeah, I had no problem paying 40 bucks for this knife. Let's go over some materials. Japanese AUS 8 stainless steel for the blade, kind of a discount steel, but soft enough that it's easy to sharpen. And for a discount blade, AUS 8, there's nothing wrong with it. Cold Steel uses it for some of their premium blades, so if that means anything to you, there you go. It's got this thumb ramp jumping, which I hate. It's rounded. There's only 4. You can see there's kind of like 4 raised little bumps there that are not sharp enough to really do anything. They're almost more annoying than anything else, but they're there. It's full flat ground and super sharp. Definitely a sharp knife. Can't go wrong with Ontario sharpening their knives when they send them out. They do it well. Nylon 6 handles, which is again just like kind of like the, if you've seen the Kershaw Scallion, the polymide, it's kind of just a plasticky material. Nothing wrong with it. They tried to put this little texturing on it, but they didn't go near deep enough because barehanded you can barely feel it. I'm sure with gloves it wouldn't do anything, so wish they had been a little more aggressive with the texturing. They weren't. Not a big deal. Again guys, discount knife, so you can't expect everything. Pot clip is reversible all 4 corners, which is great. I prefer tip down or tip up right hand side, but if you want to change it you can. Liner lock blade, similar problem to the Kershaw Scallion, where they don't really cut out this finger notch enough to give you enough room to really use that lock. With the barehanded, it's fine. With a glove, I'm sure it's even harder. With any sort of heavy glove, leather glove, good luck. Small price to pay. It's one of those things where if you can get over it, it's buy the knife because it's not a huge deal. The thumb stud, another little negative point. I love the knife, but it seems to be quite a few things that I just don't necessarily like about it. The thumb studs kind of have this rounded ball bearing type tip to them, and it makes it kind of hard to get a good grip on the good thumb position on the thumb stud when you go to open it. You really have to dig down to where the ridges start to be able to activate it quickly. So that's kind of a negative, but not a big deal overall. Stainless steel liners are not drilled out, which this is kind of a heavy knife, and it adds to that weight. So wish they had just drilled those out. But again, I'll go back, 37 bucks. Can't expect everything. Made in Taiwan, so you know, if it's a big deal, it's a big deal. This one has perfect blade centering. It's got perfect lockup, no movement. So I don't really see how it would be any different if it was made in the States, other than, you know, if you have your political view supporting your fellow man or anything like that. Yeah. Overall, flow through design, which means you can see right through. Makes it easier for cleaning. Unless you want to take it right apart, you can get a Q-tip down in there or a cotton swab, clean it out. Bronze phosphor bushings, like most little folders have these days, make super fast. Oh, hit the table there. Super fast opening. I like the knife. There's a few things I wish they could done differently, but when you're only paying $40 for it, you don't really care. I definitely don't. So I recommend the blade. Again, it's the Ontario Rat 1 Folder. I'm trying to think of anything else. It comes with a lanyard hole. It's got the external pivot screw, so you can tighten it, adjust it as necessary. Some knives, like, let me reference the Benchmade, does not have an external. You can see the pivot. You have to actually take the knife apart and tighten it from the inside. So it's always nice with a blade when you can just tighten it up if it gets a little loose without having to take the whole blade down. So yeah guys, overall it comes in a plain satin finish like this one, a plain satin finish with half serrated and a black coated finish. I always like just the plain steel look of my blade, so that's what I went with. I definitely say pick it up. Again, it seems like my last few videos have been these sort of discount blades, but for the price you can't go wrong to have in your collection, so I recommend it. Thanks for watching guys, and subscribe if you haven't. Stay tuned. Thanks.